Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in once again to this Super Mario Odyssey World Peace Open 2021, provided to you right here on Twitch, GSA. My name is Thero, hanging out with SMO in the booth for the second match in a row. Got Kingcarmin versus BlipBlo. Now, you've watched quite a few of these matches, Saren. What do you think we're going to see out of this next matchup? Yeah, I think so too. You know, Kingcarmin was the 3rd seed. Blip is going to be the 6th seed. I think it's going to be pretty spicy. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what we've seen here previously. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I know that Kingcarmin, the first match that I commentated with him, it was a massacre. I think he was practicing over and over and over and over in sand, but let's see if he can get it this time as we get started here. Again, if you're just tuning in right now, we are in the quarterfinals of the Super Mario Odyssey World Peace Open. And being in the quarterfinals, this is where the rubber meets the road. You know, we're not going to see these massive blowouts that we saw earlier on in the tournament. The times are going to be very similar, even though these guys, their PB is 2 minutes off. That's not that massive we've seen in this tournament so far. There may be some things that Kingcarmin's going to go for that are more high risk, that cost him some time.
Wait, are you saying you want to hear me, Troy? I don't understand. I thought we were just going to mute me the whole time, honestly.
We're just going to mute Saren. Looks like Blip slightly ahead right now in Cap Kingdom. But again, we already know that Kingcarmin's not going to pull out any stops at all. Like, we already know this coming up.
You say he's not going to pull out the stops?
He's not going to pull out the stops.
You mean pull out all the stops? I'm confused.
No, the other way around. He's not going to pull out any stops.
Why not?
He's going to leave all the stops in. See, like, there's a stop. He left all the stops in for Blip.
No, he just pulled out that stop. I think you're confused.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, okay, Troy. I'll go back to my corner.
Saren's going back to his corner. That means I'm going to need some water if I'm going to be talking through this whole thing solo.
Oh, you've done it before. You can do it again. It's easy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Kingcarmin slightly ahead. Blip taking a little bit of damage from Topper.
We're synced here. That's crazy.
Like kitchen synced?
Yeah, like this. Hold on. I'll put a little graphic in the chat so you can understand.
There we go. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
I guess we weren't really synced.
No, it was just your imagination.
I saw the logos up at the same time and I got excited, okay?
I think it's because the logos are literally up for like 10 seconds.
It's a really nice like little intro to the game, like just Mario riding the wire out in the distance, the logo popping up.
Look, nothing was more satisfying to me than beating Darker Side and getting the thank you for playing.
I haven't done that yet. Spoilers. Man.
You've seen a Darker Side run. Stop it.
I actually haven't.
You've seen my Darker Side runs.
Exactly.
Are you saying that I never finish runs? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. That's not what I'm saying. Make sure to get your predictions out in the chat. Kingcarmin versus BlipBlo. Who will be the victor? There's definitely some chance to win some points here, and as we know, the GSA bucks are the most important form of currency on the planet. Even more expensive than Bitcoin.
Let's see here. I'm throwing some points in. There we go.
Go, let's go. That was not very many points. Oh, let's get some bias in the commentator booth. That's allowed, right? As long as you both vote for one of the players, I think that's allowed. As long as the bias is even.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Alright, they're going all in on Kingcarmin. I'm going to pretend to vote for BlipBlo because I'm not allowed to. BlipBlo, in fact, has a really cute dog avatar, so definitely going to get my vote.
Cute puppy.
Yeah, BlipBlo's actually entered a lot of tournaments that I've seen. Very high-level competitor.
And honestly, I love seeing all of like these smaller SMO tournaments pop up. I think it's really cool to see the community continuing on like by itself. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I mean it's very much not that, you know, GSA or any other organization was like pushing competitive Mario Odyssey. It was gonna happen anyways, and you know has continued to happen in GSA's absence. But we're back, gonna be adding to the pots. Very cool stuff.
Speaking of adding to the pots, Kingcarmin already getting ready to leave here in Cascade. Blip almost getting mouthed by the Chain Chomp. Did you see that?
Yeah, we've seen a couple of players just trying to make friends with the Chain Chomp. Chain Chomps in this game are not too friendly. It's not the Chain Chomp in Link's Awakening that you can befriend and take on an adventure. They're going to bite you in the booty every time.
Every single time. Unless you have Cappy on them.
Yes, true.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I like SMO, because the first part of the game, like the first 5-6 minutes of the game, is more chill. I guess it's not like high level SM64 120 runs where you're having to like rock out LBLJ perfectly to get into Dark World. It's there's things you can mess up. I'm not discounting that, but to me, the rubber starts to meet the road here in Sand.
I think you're forgetting DSS. DSS is a definite run killer in the early game.
It is, but in Sand. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess your speed has everything to do with that in Cascade and Cap, but Sand is where I start to get nervous for the first time.
I'm honestly surprised how few, like, we haven't even seen a single DSS attempt, I don't think. Maybe one, since someone instantly bailed on it, but nobody's gotten it for sure, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. And I know early on it was speculated that would even be a thing, and then it became a thing, so I think it's pretty cool. Alright. Kingcarmin. Gonna get that dram. I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, that dram is a big deal. If you mess it up, you're losing a bunch of time. You have to climb up the icicle. Not a good time.
Ton of time. Like, I'm just shaking fervorously to try to cap that bullet bill. Alright, so this is where we saw, or what we saw Kingcarmin practicing so much of during the warm-up. He's got a little bit of time, not very much though. A little bit too far to the right there. The angle's kind of awkward.
Yeah, but gets it on like
the
oh no, that's
push
rough.
back out. Push back out.
And BlipBlo getting in real quick on that IP clip. So it's going to be a race against the pyramid here for Kingcarmin. We're back inside, making it worth it.
All right. Yeah, I was pretty nervous with that, but Kingcarmin able to pull it off. BlipBlo gonna have to make up a little bit of time here.
Yeah, it's kind of what we saw in the last race. One racer going for IP skip, one going for IP clip, and the IP skip playing into their favor, gaining a significant amount of time, probably 30 seconds or so here, if I had to guess, and that's a huge steal.
Oh no, taking a bonk.
Yeah, that's Can't be making those mistakes if you're on the side of the BlipBlo. You're kind of racing against the clock here. You're hoping for Kingcarmin to make some mistakes coming up, but there's no guarantee. So you got to keep yourself, you know, with the foot on the gas. You can't let up.
Yeah, it looked like he just tried to take the angle a little bit too sharp, a little bit too far to the right, and ended up taking a bonk there. Old Harriet with one braid, no two braids. And Kingcarmin already into night sand here at this point. I'm sorry, but playing the game casually, sand at night drove me nuts. I hated it so much.
Why?
Like, because the mummies that literally spawn every 3 feet.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty annoying. I'm interested to see who advances out of this one. I know Kingcarmin was talking a bunch of smack in one of the interviews, post-game interviews a while ago, claiming to not be afraid of anybody in the tournament besides Stravos, and if he takes the victory here, we'll be playing Hey There Cool, the second seed in the tournament. So I'm interested to see, you know, if that were to happen, what the result would be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty afraid of Hey There as well.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of a gamer.
Just a little bit. Yes. Yeah, I guess it technically does go through 3 in-game days. All right. So Blip, just double checking this same movement, able to get the dram, but wasn't. It was kind of weird. Like he was able to get that bullet bill to spawn, but I felt like he was like super far away. But he ended up getting it to spawn. A little bit shorter than what he wanted. Now, one of the tips is with those mummies, if you kind of stay close to objects, they won't really spawn. It's mainly when you're in the open or away from everything that they'll spawn. Alright. And Kingcarmin heading in to see Knucklo Tech. BlipBlo is nipping at his heels, though.
Definitely right behind him. Just gotta have some clean movement here in the ice caverns. I know that a lot of runners have had some pretty devastating deaths in this room, so hopefully BlipBlo can keep things together. Very nice capture on the bullet bill there.
See, and that's what's scary, and that's where you'll see a lot of deaths, is that particular bullet bill. Just because you have to knock the cap off, and there's no way, like, the second one is a little bit easier because you can cap throw against the wall to get the extra jump, but for that one in particular, it's kind of scary. So, saw a little bit different there. He didn't even have to do a cap throw against the wall. He just did a rainbow spin and an up throw, and it worked well. My favorite are when runners are able to cap the hands as it's hitting the ice. So, Cappy is literally red on the hands during that little pause animation. But yeah, I mean, this is a lot closer than the last race that we had here. Oh. Commentator's curse. As BlipBlo takes some ice to the fist. Kingcarmin wrapping up Knucklo Tech now. Just as BlipBlo is heading into the last phase of the fight, it's very close. Very, very close.
Yep, we're about, you know, the difference between an IP skip and an IP flip apart here. Still, BlipBlo having a little bit, you know, harder time here or there, but the real big deal is that routing difference, which, you know, isn't insurmountable. Kingcarmin just has to make some sort of a blunder, or, you know, BlipBlo has to play absolutely out of his mind here.
Yeah, I mean, it put the match right where it needs to be. There's not going to be too many crazy differences, I don't think. But I could be wrong. Alrighty, so Kingcarmin going in, headed into Lake Kingdom. I want you to pay attention to the camera this time, too.
Paying attention is not my strong suit there. You should know this by now.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. I don't know. I really enjoy Lake Kingdom as a kingdom, just because it's a water kingdom, and traditionally everybody hates anything to do with water in any platformer, but you don't really feel it because you're not really in the water. I think you go down into the water to get a total of 3 moons.
Water levels in this game are really well designed, I think. I think any sort of, like, hatred towards water levels shouldn't really be valid in this game. You got cheeps, you got Gushins.
Gushins, yep.
As well as, like, the swimming mechanics in this game are quite good. You're not, like, having really issues moving around in the water.
See, and this is what I was talking about. See how...
Capture.
So you can't adjust the camera at all. But when you grab this next moon that Kingcarmin is, you can move the camera. It's weird.
That is weird.
I can't think of it, and chat can probably correct me, but I can't think of any other moons that you can manipulate the camera on like you can for that particular moon.
Uh-oh, Thero. Kingcarmin didn't get the checkpoint. What if Kingcarmin dies to Rango?
Hey, this is just confidence. Kingcarmin oozing confidence. See, look.
Yeah.
How could you doubt Kingcarmin?
I'm just I'm just trying to bring the curses out from my gamer BlipBlo, okay?
Oh, that's fair. Okay. I think you just want to see me lose my prediction amount.
Yeah, that is my main goal as a commentator, is to make Thero lose money.
It's fair. It is fair. All right, BlipBlo going to see Rango, but he's going to grab the checkpoint because, we're safe gamers here. That's what we do.
Thero's game knowledge getting obliterated immediately by the chatters. You love to see it.
Mushroom Kingdom perched on the castle. Yeah, yes, you can in that one too. But the majority of them you can't, which is weird. Like, why those in particular? Would be the question. I guess Mushroom I could see because, they want you to see the whole map. But yeah. Kingcarmin leaving Lake Kingdom. BlipBlo gonna go ahead and grab this multi-moon. Sit and watch Cappy do a twirl. Mario can fly for some reason. It's got to be. It definitely has to be like a hole somewhere or something that they just... I definitely don't think it was intentional. Smacking bunnies in the face with boulders. Ooh, okay, that was a good backup. He just kind of waited for it to roll back to him and it came back, so that was nice. Like I said, Wooded Kingdom is the first kingdom that truly scares me because I feel like you can lose time here without really realizing that you lost time. Right? Unless you have like a major mistake. Nut Clip coming up here. Are we going to see a Deep Woods? Let's see.
Nope. I don't believe so.
Looking good. Had plenty of room to get through the top. No worries at all. Yeah, I can't think of any other moons that you can do that with. Oh, Kingcarmin having a little bit of issue making it in. BlipBlo. Let's see if he's going to match him here. I don't know. A 115, yeah. He's doing nut clip. A little extra up throw for where that height. Oh, okay, the 1, 2, and made it in. All right, no worries at all. I don't even know why I doubted him. BlipBlo trying to catch up here. Kingcarmin grabbing this last moon for going to the top of the tower to go see Spewart.
I don't know why anybody would want to go see Spewart. Dude's gross. I don't like him. Get him out of here.
That's why you have to destroy his soul.
I do like to murder bunnies.
I mean, isn't that like against your cat religion to murder bunnies? Or is it like in the religion?
What? Why would that be against my religion?
I mean, cats I thought only went after like mice and rats. I guess a bunny is just a big rat, kind of. But a cuter, fluffier
I don't
rat.
I don't think that rabbits are rats. I'm pretty sure they're different types of animals.
Yeah, they're not in the rodent subspecies?
I don't think so.
We're Googling this. We're learning things here on GSA.
It's a lagomorph, okay?
Is a rabbit a rodent? Wow, somebody put, is a rabbit a rodent or an animal? Yes, rabbits, hares. Hold on, I don't know. Rabbits are not rodents.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. They're called lagomorphia.
I just told you that.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention to you.
Okay, fair. Kingcarmin,
did you
looking hot here on that backflip? I like it. Beautiful movement. I'm sorry, I ended up your rabbit talk. What were you about to say?
I don't believe it.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe it. Rabbits are rodents. Ugh, gross. See, that's why we have to destroy Spirit. Kingcarmin still maintaining that slight lead right now. Going to be heading up, playing with tanks. Like, it's so sick watching higher level players shoot these tanks.
Yeah, Travis has some insane
he does.
ability. It's like he just like shoots all the balls and they're just on target. It's like, okay.
Yeah, he shot in the last race. He shot one, but there was a cannonball coming at him. So I thought he missed, and then the cannonball missed him, and then he hit his shot. It was sick. Yes, denying science. Speaking of denying science, going to see Torque Drift now, the flower collecting robot from, I still say, from outer space. Saren disagrees. Maybe it's just a science experiment gone wrong, maybe. I don't know. We saw insanely fast Torque Drift fights in our last matchup. Will we see the same from Kingcarmin here? Like I said, I was that noob when I played the game casually and just kind of like, I was like, oh, there's 3 blocks back here. I'm just going to sit up on the top because I don't feel like jumping over these laser beams of doom.
This is a pre-recorded race.
Yes. But no one knows the outcome. Not even Sarah and Mew.
Oh, I know the outcome.
No. No spoilers here. Come on. Alrighty. BlipBlo going to meet up with Kingcarmin down here with Torque Drift. Wow, I mean, this is super close considering it's like, what, 2 cycles ahead at this point? And that's it? Alright. Kingcarmin finishing up Torque Drift here. BlipBlo gonna have to go through this painfully slow process of Torque Drift getting angry. We all know that Torque Drift's gonna lose eventually. I still want to know what makes Mario fly. There's got to be something in the canon. When Mario grabs a multi-moon, he can fly for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. He just seems to fly wherever he wants to. Like, he flies all the way back to the Odyssey here. Like, what? Excuse me.
Alrighty, so BlipBlo is going to need a fairly decent mistake from Kingcarmin. It's the power of friendship. Love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Man, I know these guys, their PBs are really close. I didn't get the fade out times. I probably should be tracking that, but
8 out times for squares.
So 24:58 is when Kingcarmin entered Cloud. You also see me rage clit on those clouds too. In multiple runs. Alrighty. So I'd say about a minute. About a minute behind right now.
Yeah,
if I was a betting man.
Are you not a betting man? Didn't you just bet like 12,000 points?
No, it was 13,100.
Oh, okay. That's
something like that. I'll bet your points for you too, buddy. So yeah, it looks like just over a minute. So about a minute and 10 seconds, give or take. Lost Kingdom, my absolute favorite kingdom. Now this is where, again, you can kind of get comfortable as a runner. Especially when that muscle memory kicks in. You know, silly things have happened, like not triggering Klepto or, you know, bonking in a really weird spot. We've seen it happen time and time again. But Kingcarmin has performed fairly well in this tournament, so I don't really expect him to let up or give a whole lot of opportunities, but that's a lot of times where you do see those mistakes. Okay. That was weird. Not quite spawning that moon, having to do another spin pounds. All right. No issues there. Lost is just such a fast kingdom, and I think that's why I enjoy it. There's not a lot of space between the moons. There's a ton of moons.
Yeah, it's got some jamming tunes too, if you ever get out of this Klepto nonsense music.
Yeah, the Klepto music is kind of dumb. But I really like Lost 2. Like in Darker Side.
Oh my goodness, BlipBlo having a bit of a meltdown here. Manages to recover though. It's okay. Bit scary.
Now, are the majority of the racers still using Pro-Cons, or because I know there's a few that still enjoy Joy-Cons?
The only player in this tournament that I know that is still on it with Joy-Cons is Hey There. I don't think anybody else uses Joy-Cons. Could be wrong.
Pro-Con's the way to go, Saren. We've been over this.
Pro-Con makes my bones rattle.
Yeah, but you also think that the Nintendo 64 controller is like the greatest controller. And I hate it so much.
It's fantastic. Joystick is perfect.
Goodness gracious.
Only it didn't grind itself into dirt.
All right, Kingcarmin, heading into Night Metro here. There's a couple of opportunities for him to make a mistake. I know for a fact he had an issue during one of his matches with this triple coming up here. Yep, no issues now.
Yeah, I'd be shocked to see the same issue there. That would be very uncharacteristic. Kingcarmin is a pretty high-level competitor. Plays in quite a bit of tournaments. Has a lot of confidence. For good reason.
And we know that confidence is literally half of racing. You know, we've seen some up-and-coming runners in multiple tournaments that, you know, they have the experience of doing runs on their home turf, but then it just kind of falls apart whenever they are running in a tournament against another person, knowing that they don't have the opportunity to hit that reset button. But then we've seen runners that are just beyond consistent. One example of that is Punkation, who has been in 1.5 million tournaments. So watching him play in a tournament, he's probably one of the more consistent SM64 players.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of SMO players in particular are very consistent. Like, they don't necessarily like have giant unstoppable meltdowns. Like, they might have a mistake here or there, but especially at a high level, you don't see a ton of mistakes out of these runners.
Nope. BlipBlo recovering really well, kind of overshot that triple, decided to dive back. Smart move.
Which honestly, it kind of surprises me, because like, there's so many streams in SMO where you're walking in, they're just like resetting in cap for like 4 hours, and then they get in a tournament, and then they get like a 59, and it's like, what? Why are you resetting so much? Like, but it's just because their times are so optimized.
Exactly. Speaking of optimized, as we're in this Wiggler fight and in City Hall, what is optimized is UAP being the sponsor here for GSA, making these tournaments happen. Be sure to check them out. !UAP.
Yeah, have you heard about the School of Interactive Arts?
Of what now? Say that again?
The School of Interactive Arts?
I have not.
It is UAP's newest program. It's a multi-year college prep course which prepares students for higher education, teaches them the arts and the technology side of game design. It's pretty exciting. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm definitely happy to have them on board here at GSA. And speaking of having on board, if you're interested in volunteering, being a part of the commentary team, the production team, the stats team, the lighting team, the sound team, the Saren secretary team, be sure to hit !volunteer. We're always looking for great people that want to learn about production, want to learn how these tournaments are put on, and want to be a part and help out their community. !volunteer. Check out that volunteer form. It goes directly to Saren Mew and gets divvied out from there.
Yeah, get all your personal information, like your Twitch URL and Twitter handle. Actually, I don't think there's a Twitter thing on there, but
there should be, because that's the spot for all speedrunning news. Kingcarmin looking hot. I can only get scooter clip if I turn my controller completely upside down.
Oh my goodness.
So I can do it.
BlipBlo not looking hot here. Needs to recover. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay. Barely
oh, I got it.
it.
Okay. That's what I was talking about earlier. Those hitboxes are just so wonky. Doesn't even make any sense. And how you fire, too. It's almost like Contra, where you can only have so many bullets in the air at one time. Yeah, Kingcarmin not letting up, not giving any wiggle room for BlipBlo. Slightly more optimized movement, but really just not giving any room at all.
Some crazy to mention about UAP as well. UAP has impacted over 250,000 students in the US.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids. You know, whether
it's a ton of kids.
You know, helping them get a webcam so they can continue with their online learning, or, you know, giving them a full prep course with, you know, hands-on learning experiences. You know, there's a lot of variation there, but still, 250,000 kids. That's crazy.
That is absolutely insane. I mean, that's like 1 out of every 1,500 kids in the U.S. That's pretty crazy. What else is crazy is Kingcarmin making his way, trying to get everything ready for the festival.
Yeah, throwing his own party.
Those cat jams in chat here soon.
Yeah, if there's not at least 10 cat jams from different users in the chat, I might just have to end the stream.
Oh, so it's not just 10 cat jams total?
No. It has to be individual users. It's more important than the race itself, I promise.
Is it? Interesting. Well, I guess we better get those cat jams in.
I mean, Jason from UAP told me that, so we gotta follow the sponsors.
Okay, yeah. They are king. Yeah, speaking of the king, Kingcarmin still not letting up on BlipBlo. You know, and we're kind of seeing a few cracks here. We're seeing the difference in movement between BlipBlo and Kingcarmin. The famous adage from Blue Bob is that
movement saves moments.
Yeah, so strat saves seconds, movement saves minutes. And we're seeing that here. Not saying that BlipBlo doesn't have great movement, because he blows my movement out of the water, but we're just seeing these slight optimizations over or Kingcarmin over BlipBlo, and that's what's making up the time, because we're not seeing a ton of mistakes at this point. I do love that ground pounding by accident doesn't take up a massive amount of time like Super Mario 64.
It takes up a lot of time.
It does take up a lot of time. But
you know what takes up a lot of time in this game is bonking. You bonk on anything, you lose like 12 hours.
Yes. But the only bonk that really triggers me is the fish bonk. Because it reminds me of like taking jelly and just throwing it against the wall. I don't know.
What?
I don't really know how to describe it, but fish bonks just trigger me in this game.
Fair.
It just make me so angry.
Alright, now's the time. Pepe D is disabled in the chat room. Only cat jams are allowed. You can also use whatever other dancing emojis you want, but just no Pepe Ds. They're banned. Absolutely no Pepe Ds.
Psych! See, look. Chad agrees. Water bonks are the worst. Throwing jelly against the wall. I think my favorite fond memory of Super Mario Odyssey is Dangers singing this song every run. Like, if he didn't sing, Chad would just be really upset.
I missed out on that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. I'm gonna have to go find him on.
Every time. It was awesome. And Chad, again, would call him out on it if he didn't start singing.
Yo, the cat jam's coming out in the chat. I love it. Thank you. Chat finally on my side for once, knowing the superior dancing emoji. That's the most important part of these races, is not the actual speedrunning, it's the emoji battle.
I mean, that's fair. See, look. Kingcarmin not taking damage. Damageless. Let's see if BlipBlo can do the same thing, or if he's going to do damageless less. Don't you hate it when you spam an emote and it knocks the chat down, so you accidentally spam a second emote while you're trying to spam emotes? That is my life.
Alright, that was perfect. That was a perfect switch. Perfect timing. Thank you, BlipBlo and Kingcarmin, for having the back-to-back festival. I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. All times.
Aw, dang it. I got cut off by an Onyx spammer. Damn it. Doesn't even work anymore. Ruined my pyramid. I'll just plug myself. Whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. I don't know. My cats are better. So.
Onyx is disabled. Onyx is no more. We have a new sponsor, which is UAP. We've already talked about him a lot, but talk about him a little bit more. You know, they send a bunch of kids to college. They've secured over $5 million in scholarships for kids in underserviced communities. Kind of a big deal.
That's a massively big deal. Up, see, look, BlipBlo doing the damage list.
You got to take a little bit of damage. It's required.
Kingcarmin kind of struggling a little bit here in snow. What's going on right now? So confused. Alrighty, so Kingcarmin here in snow now. We are going to see some down bowl. So everybody get your times ready. Right, so you have to submit your times within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, if you submit them too late, they don't count. You basically have to get it down to the exact millisecond, or else you're cheating.
Yes, the Onyx sponsorship went away about a month ago. Give or take. But Saren, so fun fact. So all of the runners hit, or whenever they're sliding down like that, they slide down on the left side, because when you slide down the left side for some reason, you could immediately go into a roll versus just hitting the ground and going, oh,
huh.
Mario shock.
That's weird.
Well, we're happy to see that you're typing other things in chat. We're happy to have you here during this Super Mario Odyssey World Peace quarterfinals match. Because it's super close. What is that?
What is what?
Kingcarmin just wanted to bounce up against the wall. Take an extra bouncy. Give him BlipBlo a little extra time.
Gotta get the speed boost. There's 32 players in this tournament. Actually, there was like 40 if you include the qualifiers.
Yeah, there were, and it's been a great tournament so far.
Yeah, you can check out... Oh, excuse me, that's not the command. Come on, I don't know my own commands. You can check out the full bracket here if you want. See everybody that has been participating. We are into the last match of the quarterfinals here, which means the semifinals are coming up this weekend.
Remember, get your guesses in up to the millisecond.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit late for this one. We can get some guesses in for BlipBlo's. At this point, anybody guessing is going to be a late guesser.
I don't know. You still got 20 seconds left.
You can't wait till the last lap. Come on.
Sure.
Wait till they cross the finish line and just copy their time into the chat room.
Hold on, wait. It's gonna be
It's gonna be like a 53.74. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Jinxed. That's crazy. We guessed the same number. That's nuts.
Wow. What's funny is that Ghost guessed the opposite. That's cool. That was close. That was super close. BlipBlo also having some issues talking to the chief guy here.
Man, somebody told me the dude's name before, but it's like something super generic. It's like it's literally like King Snowy or something really boring. I can't remember what he's called. It's not that. I'm just saying it's something super generic like that.
Bound Bowl King name Snow. See if Google can translate what I did. It did not.
Type in Shavarian leader or something.
Shavarian leader. Here, I'll just go to Mario Wiki.
Kingcarmin successfully fishing. Chat successfully guessing late, but still missing. Sag.
Sag. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the guy's name.
I love the little blue penguins. Oh no! Kingcarmin messing up Snowdram. Alright.
This is where it's going to start to get close.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a big gap, but you can potentially see runners, you know, mess up multiple Snowdram attempts in a row. But not this time. Kingcarmin gonna knock it out on the second try. Love to see it. What? What?
All right. Now we've got a race. We've definitely got a race.
I think we've always had a race.
I mean, yes.
This is indeed a Super Mario Odyssey World Peace race. Make no mistakes.
But yeah, so the fishing, I really kind of had an issue with. I mean, it's not as painful as like fishing in what is that game? Stardew Valley. Not as bad. But anyway. Yeah, so I have zero clue as to any of the names in Shiveria. The chat's not helping me out, so I'm just floundering.
Yeah, we're all waiting. I mean, we can't move on to a new thought until you figure out the name of the guy.
All right, we're going to call him King Snowy. That's his name now.
Alright, good.
King Snowy. Unlike Kingcarmin, who's enjoying his time here on the beach, grabbing moons, I'm always like super careful here with these moons because depending on where you drop your gushin could disappear during the animation.
Yeah, that's literally it. Shiverian Elder. That's how generic it is.
Well, King Snowy should be better. So, King Snowy it shall be. Because they go from Shiverian Elder to this guy, Bubblaine. Got 18 names.
Squidward Tentacles the third.
No.
That's his name, right?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. Because his whole name is like Mollusk Lancer or something.
Actually, it's Brigadier Lancier, the third dolphin of Bubblaine, okay? Technically.
I thought it was. Why do you sound like Squidward?
Actually.
You literally sounded like Squidward.
I did not.
On purpose. Okay.
I did not. Kingcarmin popping the first soda pop bottle. Got a couple more to go before we can fight the evil boss.
He's throwing those landmines. You know what's weird though is when, you know, after you go to Mushroom Kingdom and you find out, oh, you know, Peach is now doing a tour of all the kingdoms, and like you'd think she'd be like on the beach, but she's in the middle of the giant goblet. How did she get up there?
Oh, maybe like Cappy's sister or whatever, like gave some of that special juice that makes Mario fly in the moon cutscenes, and they just like flew up there.
Mario fly juice?
Yeah.
Gross. All right. Both these runners are pretty neck and neck. I love Seaside Kingdom. It's one of my favorites. Just because it has both land and sea aspects, I think. But then the water is like super clear. Like I would visit Seaside in real if it was real.
In real.
In real.
The 90s internet slang.
thought that's what the kids say.
Yeah.
Kingcarmin having some trouble. Gonna have to reload here and taking damage.
Okay, needs to be
a
careful.
Little spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so close to where he's spitting out those mines.
This is not where you want to be if you're Kingcarmin. I mean, we are not getting a correct manipulation of the boss here. I think we should be fine though.
Yeah, it's super scary. He's okay. He's fine now.
Yeah, the checkpoint. Gonna keep things okay, but again, losing a bunch of time, just not having quite the right cycles.
Good, yeah. Definitely made the right choice to jump out of the gush and do the ground pound and go and just finish it off. That's going to give BlipBlo a little bit of time to be able to catch up here as he's starting his fight. Man, we've been like one fight behind almost this entire match. It's been so close. Kingcarmin making mistakes. BlipBlo just kind of putting his head down and doing his thing.
Yeah, that's how it goes when you have these matches where it's IP skip versus IP clip. You know, you get that early lead right at the get-go in Sand Kingdom, and if you're not making any major mistakes, you just kind of get to hang on to that lead.
Right. But, you know, Kingcarmin has made a couple of them. I was super worried that he was going to get hit by one of the bombs, but he managed to pull it out somehow. BlipBlo able to
no,
BlipBlo. Losing a little bit of time, not as much as Kingcarmin.
Honestly,
Kingcarmin
probably not that different. I mean, Kingcarmin didn't lose that much time on that fight.
He didn't. The main difference is the fact that the boss went completely around the island before Kingcarmin hit him. Yeah, missing that ground pound through the ground hurt, but not a ton.
True.
So I still think that BlipBlo was a tiny bit faster. Probably not by much.
Yeah, we're entering the late game here. Luncheon Kingdom. This is where things can start to get dicey. There's some tricky terrain to traverse. Heading into Bowser soon. Yep. Pepto-Bismol is pretty spooky stuff. I mean,
apparently it burns whenever you touch your butt to it. Apparently that's a thing.
Yeah, I've never personally done that. I mean, I can't attest to it myself. Might have to do some labbing out in the future.
Please don't ever, never. What? Speaking of never ever, we're going to be seeing Spewart again. Your favorite rodent.
He's not a rodent.
Oh, goodness. Denying science. Not gonna lie, when I played through the game casually, Spewart kind of freaked me out because, you know, he takes up the entire arena with his Pepto-Bismol. So you're like, oh my god, where do I go? What do I do? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he just kind of freaked me out because he just pukes all over you, but I mean, that's fair too.
But see, if you do it fast enough, he doesn't even get the chance to burp. BlipBlo joining in here in Luncheon. Looking good on his salt triple there. Kingcarmin heading up. I love the movement. Any of the climb movement in this game is just super satisfying to watch. That's why in like any percent where you have the option to do the warp route, or you can do the climb. I like the climb. I'm slower at it, but it's still so much more satisfying. All right. Kingcarmin gonna knock some cheese blocks off with that pan bro. But man, this is honestly, you know, Kingcarmin makes another mistake or two, and it's on like Donkey Kong once again.
Yeah, sadly there is no Donkey Kong. We're not going to get to revisit the festival.
Yeah, that stinks, but you know it's okay. We already took him out.
I can just rewind the VODs. We just watch it back.
I mean that's fair. I don't think the chat would appreciate it.
Oh.
I eventually want to see the outcome of the race. That was a very fast cap from Kingcarmin. But I mean, the fact that their PBs are over 2 minutes apart and they're this close is pretty cool.
Yeah, BlipBlo definitely keeping up here. And I mean, the walls are closing in around BlipBlo as time moves on, but, you know, Bowser Kingdom, it's not uncommon to see high-level runners take deaths in the kingdom, or even lose a lot of time in the Mecha Brutal. So we'll have to see how things develop here, but BlipBlo having some trouble with capturing the pan, bro.
What, did he accidentally kill the first one?
Yep.
Rip.
Going absolutely ballistic on the cheese.
What's
All
going
cheese
on
must
right
die.
now? I love that he's in iframe, so it just shows him as invisible. Oh no!
That's a place to die.
Oh, that's super unfortunate.
Yep.
Super unfortunate, because not only is he going to have to go all the way back up,
Yep.
but he's going to have to re-break all of those cheese blocks.
No. Moon's still there.
Oh, good. Okay. Whew. Still a long way to roll. Probably about 20, 25 seconds easily.
Yeah, no, that's not a good place to die. And BlipBlo is not in a position where he can afford to lose time here.
No, not at all. That's a painful death. Alrighty, Kingcarmin still just chugging along. This is the moon that you said that you think is placed well, and I don't agree.
Why? It's
I don't expect it to be there.
That's the point. The moons aren't supposed to be in plain sight. You're supposed to search for them.
It's like an Easter egg hunt.
Yes! Mario Odyssey is quite literally a giant Easter egg hunt with puzzles and captures and stuff.
Like when you have to put Mario's face and the Goomba's face together in all moons.
Oh my god, I hate that so much. I was talking about how much I hate that with somebody on commentary, and they were like, no, it's great. It's a good minigame. And I was like, have you ever played the minigame? Like,
yeah.
Have you ever tried to complete the minigame?
Well, a lot of speedrunners just use an overlay. Like, they'll just put up a Twitch overlay.
Yeah,
just to make it faster.
I literally went in the minigame, and someone in my chat was like, you should just cheat and like put an overlay on it. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do it the legit way. And then I did it. Oh no, Kingcarmin!
Kingcarmin! There's one burn. There's two.
death.
He's not gonna make it back. Yeah, he's not gonna make it back.
Yeah. That's like the first sizable time loss for Kingcarmin really in this race. But unfortunately, you know, BlipBlo just having that death seconds ago, so really won't make much of a difference.
Yeah, they if BlipBlo wouldn't have had that death, they would be neck and neck right now.
But as I was saying, yeah, I wanted to do that puzzle like legit, and I tried it like twice, and I think the highest score I got was like 65 on like the hard one where they like remove the whole face. But
I would take that over the walking one. I can't draw a circle.
Circle walking isn't too bad. It's just really stupid. Like I don't know who thought about that. Like, let's make players try to walk in a circle. Like, I don't know.
Or a triangle, or like I'm just really bad at it. Maybe it's because I'm bad at shapes. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention in kindergarten personally. Difference between a circle and a square and a rhombus kind of lost on me.
Rhombus.
When have you ever heard of a rhombus outside of like an elementary school classroom?
Never.
Or a trapezoid.
This commentary right now?
A trapezoid. Oh yeah, it's a trapezoid shaped item. Like, no, dude. Never heard anybody say that.
High school geometry. Where I was actually thrown out of the class. This is the only time I was thrown out of class in high school. Oh, BlipBlo gonna have to try it again. Because I was trying to be a class clown, and the teacher asked, "What's the name of this triangle?" And I said, "Jeff." So,
what? They kicked you out for that?
Yeah,
What? Lame teacher.
Yeah.
Math teachers are generally really cool or really like annoyingly awful. Like they're just assholes.
Yeah. Hey, the whole class burst out laughing. So did my job.
I think Mr. Destructoid is actually Thero. That's crazy.
It's possible. It is possible. Yeah, BlipBlo given a free time there. I don't know if you saw that, but instead of just doing the easy casual jump up, was just bound and determined to run up that wall. Did you see that? Probably lost 10 seconds plus.
I did not see that. Alright, heading into the Ruined Kingdom here. I heard this is the part where I'm supposed to plug stuff, so gonna go ahead and plug UAP again for being epic. Sponsor the tournament. Gonna plug the racers as well. If you don't already follow either of these racers, they're clearly 2 high-level gamers. They're very deserving of your follow. And we would appreciate it if you check them out.
Yeah, because this is not easy. It's, you know, to put yourself into the situation to where you've got, you know, people watching you, you know, to try not to make a fool of yourself in front of a whole bunch of people. It really takes a lot. So yeah, support these racers. Give them a follow. Wish them good luck next time you see them, because it's really appreciated.
And make sure you wish them good luck and then never say anything in their chat. 2 hours.
I just have an emote. I have a good luck emote.
I feel like people get upset about that, but I don't know. I don't think it's a problem, personally.
I don't. I know there's some streamers that are boycotting good luck. Like they won't respond to them.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it gets tiring after a while, probably, saying, like, thanks for the good luck. Unless you're Wilco, and that's just, like, your job.
It's your job in life. I can't remember who said that they were not going to respond. I think it was Ouija.
I mean, when you have, like, 800 people in your chat room, and they're all just coming and saying, good luck, good luck, good luck, like, after a while, it gets boring. Like, I can understand that.
That's fair. I don't know what else to say, though. How are the runs?
I mean, you don't necessarily have to say anything, that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
You can just chill. It's possible.
It is possible.
Anything is possible in a chat room. And in a race. And if you put your mind to it.
And it looks like right now, I mean, we're one fight again in between these two.
Oh, man. There's a reason why they call Thero the deadliest man on Twitch.
Why is that?
I mean,
never. Yeah, so I'm going to shamelessly plug me being the deadliest man on Twitch with the Gaming Dads podcast. Make sure to check us out. We need to have Saren Mew on there for an interview one day.
What would you even interview me about? You can interview me right now.
No.
Thero exposing himself for having nothing to ask me. It's sad.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid?
Why do they not have Swedish fish in Sweden?
Because it's a Canadian candy and they taste terrible. Why would you import terrible candy?
They're not called because they're not called Canadian fish.
Yeah, I don't know why they're called Swedish fish. It's probably some like Swedish dude moved to Canada and he's like, "Wow, I have this terrible candy. What should I call it?"
Swedish fish.
You have no idea how many times people like growing up in school were like, "Oh man, Swedish fish XD," and it's like, bruh, like, not even Swedish, man.
Swedish fish. Yeah, my child came home with some the other day and asked if I wanted some and put it in my face, and I politely declined.
Good call.
All right. Bowser's Kingdom, like you said, you can kind of get comfortable. You can take some deaths, especially when you're trying to go fast. But right now, I mean, I think Kingcarmin has got his head in the game. Had mistakes earlier, recovered from those mistakes, and is just pushing forward. BlipBlo finishing up his time in Ruined. It always scares me when they don't get the checkpoint there, honestly. It, honest to God, scares me. But that's just because I die there a lot, so. Are we going for birdless? No, we are not. Man, oh man. And, you know, I think, honestly, these Super Mario Odyssey runners showing off what they can do is a big deal because it's not... So Nintendo didn't make it easy to practice this game at all. I've got 3 separate profiles with a bunch of random save points just so that I could practice certain things. It's not like Super Mario 64 where all you got to do is hit one button and you can just reset. You know, you have to actually reload the save, and it takes time. So, yeah, shout out to these guys. Shout out to that major bonk blip experience, just as Kingcarmin is heading up to go see Topper.
Heard the saves very little.
Yeah, it's more of a swag thing. All right. So here's what we need. We need a major mistake on mech from Kingcarmin.
It almost sounds like you're rooting for BlipBlo at this point.
I'm rooting for amazing content.
Alright, so we need the double upset. We need Kingcarmin to die, and then we need BlipBlo to get ahead, and then BlipBlo to fail Moon Cave skip, and then die, and then it'll be perfect for Thero.
Yes.
BlipBlo having some issues with the spiky dudes. Gonna be taking some damage, having a bad time, and messing up some shards movement. This is not a good situation. Good backup, though.
Yeah, really good backup. That's what I'm talking about, though. It's like some of the more simple movement that you take for granted not being in a race, right? You know, that's not... I mean, shards is something that people grind, but that little spot right there and being able to have the forethought and how you're going to back that up is... It just shows Blip's experience as far as, like, racing goes. Because a lot of racers don't think about how they're going to back up when bad things happen, because they're going to happen.
Yeah, you can definitely see when there's either an inexperienced racer or someone just that does a ton of resets in a race, because it'll just like mess something up and then they're just floundering around trying to recover and end up dying. Whereas, you know, an experienced racer or someone who does a lot of no resets won't make those mistakes quite as often.
That camera scares me. I think he did it in his last race, too. Like to be able to see where I'm going. Yeah, Kingcarmin heading up top. Gonna be hitting up the mech here in a second, just as BlipBlo's taking on Topper. And I mean, this is pretty solid for both of them. Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. Kingcarmin having a little trouble getting up onto the nubbies. The official term.
Yeah, I will say, BlipBlo's splits looking really good right now. Going up against some of worst segments. We got minus 27 minutes out of luncheon, so that's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Absolutely nuts.
See, that's the strat right there. Some of worst. I know your strat is just not using splits.
I started using splits again. Although I've not been speedrunning. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a speedrun stream of yours in a while. Kingcarmin not fulfilling the prophecy. Having a decent, great, amazing, awesome mech.
Yeah, you did a terrible job cursing, honestly.
I did. You can only curse if it's with the script, though. That's how it works.
I forgot to write a script for this one. It was just like...
I wrote it.
We were freeballing it. Wait, what? Really?
Oh. Yeah, I wrote it.
Wow.
I sent it out in an email and discussed it in the staff meeting.
I don't ever check my email.
It's fine.
We have staff meetings? I thought we just kind of wing it, honestly.
For those fun at home, or those folks that are watching at home, we do have email. We do use it, but Saren only uses it to email me to tell me that I'm stinky.
What?
Yes.
I mean,
I've got email proof.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't even remember what message I sent that with.
It was with spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, BlipBlo heading up to Mech. Kingcarmin heading out of Bowser's, slightly behind his PB. Now coming up to Moon, I mean, crazier things have happened. Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the match between BP and... I can't even remember who beat BP. I'm gonna have to take a look right now. Was that round 1? Wow, that was way long ago now.
So, I don't know if you saw that, where Blip was hanging out on Mech. That was to prevent what happened in the last race. Just completely clipping through the Mech, hanging out inside, chilling out until you get spit out randomly, normally into Mech's foot somewhere.
But yeah, so in the Shemcat versus BP match in round 1, BP got all the way to the end of the escape sequence in the pillars and got Inviswalled and died. And it was one of the most tragic upsets I've ever seen, because it was like, there's nothing you can do at that point. You just like, there are backups, I think. If you break the rock or something without, you know, falling off the edge, then the Inviswall goes away or something like that. But like, if you're just jumping over open air and you hit an Inviswall, it's just Bowser versus the ground, and there's no ground there, so...
Yeah. I mean, we could see that here.
Hopefully not. I would hate to see another... like, as much as I want to see upsets in any tournament, like, that's just tragic.
BlipBlo finally leaving out of Bowser's Kingdom. Going to be joining Kingcarmin here in Moon here in just a minute.
You're on about 117 pace. 117-ish.
I don't even remember what my World Peace PB is. It's years old. Years old.
Do you ever upload it to speedrun.com?
I doubt it. I'm really bad at that.
You gotta upload your speedruns to speedrun.com.
I think it's on YouTube, though.
Get it up there. Hey, you don't have a world peace time. You have a 116 at any percent.
Yeah, which is really a 109.
Tragic.
Oh, it's magic.
I submitted my 6-hour Minecraft speedrun this morning.
Wait, random seed any percent?
Yeah.
Why was it 6 hours?
Because I had never beaten the game before by myself, so I got lost a lot, and I couldn't find the necessary resources.
Isn't the world record like 15 minutes?
The world record's like 11 minutes.
Oh.
I never claimed to be a pro, okay?
Cool Cat Gang is always the pro.
I just want my cool 2,665th place, okay?
There's a lot of runners.
Yeah, there are a ton.
See,
of
look,
those.
that's what I said, bruh. 6 hours. Probably better than me.
Yeah, Thero, let's race. Come on.
I haven't picked up Minecraft in a long time. Nope. What? See, at that point, you need to just shoot the fireball and take the L. I mean, at this point, Kingcarmin's got that commanding lead. Unless something devastating happens here in Pillars, I think that's about all she wrote.
Speaking of writing, please write cat jam in the chat. Please, God, please. I need more cat jams in the chat. The anime outro is playing. It's obligatory. It's mandatory. There, I don't see you typing cat jam in the chat.
I would have to sit up at that point.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I can copy and paste it here. Hold on.
It's part of your salary. It's in your contract. Alright, chat's pulling through. You don't have to bother. You don't have to bother.
I've already copied it.
You can't even type it out yourself? Come on, Thero.
No. I can't even hit the enter key without my toe. There we go.
Congratulations on typing with your toes. Also, congratulations to Kingcarmin for finishing things off with a 1:15:06. Crazy
Legit.
time. Nutty time. Oh, and he just ends his VOD. You'd love to see it.
It's fine. He's gonna start another run.
Yeah, he's just gonna lap BlipBlo real quick. Easy clap.
It's still a pretty strong performance from BlipBlo, considering, you know, going up against somebody whose PB is over 2 minutes faster than yours. Like, I honestly think it would have been much closer if that death in luncheon hurt. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, it turns out dying is bad.
Dying is very bad. Sometimes.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy how close this race is, Thero. Can you believe it?
Stop it. Oh, goodness.
Absolutely nuts. I mean, BlipBlo, you know, is coming back. Remarkable.
But, you know, it's funny watching commentators who don't know much about, like, Super Mario 64 nonstop and freak out about a death. And
oh yeah, or in like bingo, and someone like
bingo as well.
They like complete their objective and they intentionally die, and then the commentators are like,
"Oh my gosh!"
I caught AC Buddy doing that on one of the bingo commentaries. He was like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "It's okay." He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." Yo, the cat jam wall in the chat. I love it. This is huge.
Wait, do I still have it copied? Enter. And BlipBlo finishing up 117-18.
Oh, and ending his VOD immediately. Like, oh, I hate it. I hate
Just
it.
keep replaying it. Just keep replaying it. It's fine.
I hate it. I'm so bad. Both these racers trolling me. It's okay. I won't scream.
But GG's to both runners. So it looks like Kingcarmin is going to move on to face Hey There Cool. Now, I know you said earlier that, you know, Kingcarmin was only afraid of Stravos, but Kingcarmin should be afraid of Hey There.
Should be. Perhaps I'm mixing up some words. I don't believe that he spoke any fear of Hey There, though.
But yeah, that's pretty much going to conclude the quarterfinals. So the next round is going to be the semifinals. So we've got Stravos versus 04 Dude, which is going to be a great mashup. And then Hey There Cool versus Kingcarmin.
Yeah, those are some crazy matchups, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on the line here. For those of you that don't know, So there's like a $500 prize pool. And being single elimination, like you don't have those room for mistakes. So when you're out, you're out. It's not a round robin. It's not a loser's bracket. There's nothing there. So I know that the semifinals are going to be coming up in the next week or so. Make sure, if you're not following the Twitter for GSA, you should be. That's where you're going to get all the up-to-date information. That's where you're going to get when the next matches are. It's also going to be where you're going to see what's coming up for GSA and Speedrun, right? And speaking of that, if you want to be a part of this, you want to be a part of this organization, exclamation point volunteer, make sure to fill out that form. I'm telling you, 2021 is looking pretty spicy, and 2022 looks even spicier for GSA. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of spice going on.
I know I'm not crazy. So we're going to need like an army to be able to help out put on these awesome events, dedicate time, and you'll learn a little something coming from that too. So make sure, exclamation point volunteers, fill out that form. Join the Discord, all that good stuff.
Well,
so
that's
we can keep
crazy.
putting on great content.
Nightbot's like listening to you. Like nobody even put a command, and Nightbot just spammed the Discord link. That's nuts. I'm scared.
That is creepy. That is creepy.
I, for one, welcome our new Discord overlords. But speaking of people helping out with running the tournaments, we're gonna go check out Dansta, who's gonna be helping us out in the future with some SMO related content. So definitely drop him a follow. Spectacular community member, helps run a lot of tournaments and, you know, organize things, and pretty good guy as well. So I mean, his times are nuts too. I think he's racing Light Ron right now. I almost rated Light Ron, but gonna go raid Dansta instead. We gave Light Ron the love about a week ago. But there, you got any last words, any more shout outs? I know you already plugged the Gaming Dads podcast like 12 times, so you're not allowed to plug them anymore. I'm cutting you off.
That's all right. Gaming Dads podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. Make sure to check it out, and make sure to follow here for more great speedrunning content. Really appreciate being a part of the run today.
Yep. Keep an eye on the Discord. We'll be posting the schedule in there as soon as it gets out for the finals this weekend, semifinals, possibly the finals as well. I'm not sure how the scheduling is going to go quite yet, but we're going to try to do them all on the same weekend. But we're going to go follow Dansta. Go check him out. See you guys next time.